Lineup changes for tonight?
We're going 7-11. Dito's out. Shabbat, Harper in.
What do you expect from Thomas Shabbat here tonight?
Well, we don't want him to come here and try to impress. That's usually the big mistake that guys do. We just want him to play a solid game, solid two-way game. We're going to use him on a power play. We know he's really good at it. He was good when he came up. He played out west with us. So that'll be a niche for him there. And in 5-on-5, just like we're asking the other players to be solid defensively. He's got great speed. He jumps into the play. We want him to do that, but we want him to do it at the right times and manage the game, manage the score like a professional. And I think he's definitely getting better at that in the American League, and so we'll see where he's at right now. But you know, if Burrow was playing, he wouldn't be up. It's not like all of a sudden he's coming up because Burrow's out.
In a coach's perfect world, would you like to go through the start of the game right to the end, same combinations, maybe not same pairings, but...
It never happens. It never happens usually for two reasons. First of all, you got power play and penalty kill, so you can't go back to your lines right after. You got guys that are tired, and plus there's always one or two guys that are not in the game. I mean, it's rare that you have all your forwards playing, you know, a good game and hard game and a reliable game. So I go with the guys that are on, and depending on the score too. Sometimes you need to catch up, and sometimes it's the opposite. Sometimes you need to close, and so you have different guys for different roles. But obviously, if you're in a perfect world, which never happens, you'd love to just put the guys out there, but then you wouldn't need a coach.
Ooh, sorry to bring it up. Coach, lots of racetrack between game one of the season and this one. How can the video from that first game against Washington help you in regards to preparing for this one?
Well, I'll be honest, watching this video, we had a lot of jump. We had a lot of energy, and it just reminds me that lately, after the trip, our first periods have been really good against Pittsburgh, against even Rangers, even on a back-to-back. It was really good against Arizona. And slowly, our second and third, we start to fade away, lacking some jump and some energy. And it was apparent, it was clear for me when I was watching the video. So what we're hoping right now is that we got the energy to maintain our drive for 60 minutes. And if that's the case, then we definitely are giving ourselves a chance to win the game. This is a good team we're playing. They're at home. They've lost also, and they're looking to rebound. You know, Ovechkin killed us the first game. We were winning 3-1 with 15 minutes left in the game, and we were doing terrific. And then Ovechkin just decided, you know, he was taking over. So obviously we can't let him take over, that's for sure. So that's probably the first thing on the agenda is we can't let him have 4 goals, or else there's no chance. But I think on our side is we got to just sustain and maintain what we're doing in the first periods that we've played. And if you look, you know, it's been quite a few games now that we have really good first periods. In Colorado, I think we're able to sustain it because the opponent was in the same boat as us. You know, they traveled the same as us. You know, so I think now I think we should be able to have more energy longer, for sure. And we're looking at doing that and sacrificing the bodies that we need offensively, which we haven't done for 3 periods the last 3 games. That's why we scored less goals. Before that, we were 3rd in the league for offense, and the reason is our guys are really sacrificing their bodies at the net and going there and paying the price and storming the net, and we haven't done that for 16 minutes the last 3 games. That's why we're scoring less. And on the defensive side, we made a few mistakes defensively, but really, you know, we kept Pittsburgh to 2 goals. You know, I think apart from you know, Condo's mistake in against Arizona, it was 2-1 for us, and we were keeping them at 1. And same with the Rangers, it's 3-0, but really it's 2 because that's an empty netter. So we kept them at 2. So I don't think it was a defensive side of the game that cost us the last games. It's mostly our energy and our courage at the net, and that's what we're looking for today.
I know you probably don't want to make excuses, but do you think the energy thing is the thing from the Sweden trip, just kind of recovering?
Well, I mean, we can't make excuses, but it is a reality. You know, even myself, it's you know, the 4 or 5 days after it, still having a hard time. So I have to be fair to the players too. That's just a reality, but we have to fight through it. And after that many days now, it's you know, we have to be able to maintain more. I'm not saying win or lose. I'm saying maintain the jump and the energy and the courage that we normally display for 60 minutes. And really, if we do that, then that's our team. And you know, you can look at different combinations of pairings. Or, I mean, last year we changed all year long in playoffs, and it's always given us a lot to get guys that are on to be on the ice. So right now it's when you try different things, but it's the same result for everybody, and your hardest workers and your guys that are the most relentless with the most stamina are also looking like their energy's going down. That shows you where it's at. It's not 4 or 5 guys that are not putting out there. It's a team, and the good thing is that you know that once that energy's back, then you get the entire team probably displaying the same energy for 60 minutes, and that's what we're looking for today. And I really believe we're going to be closer to that. And you know, when you have to play back-to-back, in any circumstances, when the opponent's not on a back-to-back, just like it was at the Rangers game, we know that you better take a lead. You better get a lead. And so we knew that, and when we saw them take the lead after we've missed our chances in the first period against the Rangers, I knew that come the second period, oh boy, I got to create some kind of superficial energy at some point. That's where we start to shuffle lines, and we got a little bit of a push, but we couldn't push longer. So. So yeah, and I think we had pretty good energy against Arizona. It just really the back-to-back, that was a tough one. So I think now a normal game in the middle of the week after we've had a day off, it's certainly going to serve us well.
So more an energy thing than a focus thing.
Oh yes, absolutely. Yeah. Our focus, I've told the players, I'm watching the games inside out. On Monday from lunchtime to 10 at night, I've watched the games that we've played and the games before that, just to compare. And really, the guys have really come out. They've really come out hard in the first periods, defending well and attacking and paying the price. And so there's definitely not a problem with the willingness and caring and coming into games. That's been clear. So we've showed up. You know, when we don't show up, then I can't stand that. But the guys have shown up for a long time now. It's a lot of games that we show up. So I don't see any reason why we wouldn't show up today.